There, it's me, Lindsay. So, this is another instance where I have recorded this infinite numbers of times, but, so I have a new phone, and, I'm still trying to figure it out, and, so yeah, hi. So I had just wanted to make a new video. It has been 2 months since I had my orbera gastric balloon removed, and yeah, I just wanted to update just to let everybody know how things are going. And yeah, so a little recap of the journey, if you will. So I went in February and had my balloon placed at 191 pounds. I am almost 5'7". So yeah, went in at 191 and had the balloon removed over a month early because I was massively sick, and yeah, lost somewhere around 60 to 64 pounds. So yes, when I had my gastric balloon removed in July, I was somewhere in the 127, 120 something range. And yeah, so it is now September. Gorgeous September here in Colorado. And, I'm not gonna lie. So supposedly there's like this whole, this like a program or a system supposedly with a gastric balloon. Well, yeah, not so much. So the program or the system is this. So you get your gastric balloon, and then you get a call from a nutritionist once every 2 months. That's every 2 months, not every 2 weeks. And when the balloon was in, it was like, oh yeah, you know, a lot of people have a really hard time eating, you know, anything with any fiber or fruits or vegetables or anything, you know, no, like decent for you, and just do the best you can. So, so yeah, so there you sit, massively sick and can't eat jack squat for 5 months. And then, okay, so the balloon comes out, and then you're like flying with no net whatsoever. And what did you learn from not being able to eat anything? Not a whole lot. So it's been a whole lot of trial and a whole lot of error about what to eat, how to eat, when to eat, blah, blah, blah. And it takes a whole lot of space in your day and a whole lot of space in your brain. So, so yes, it's been really, really difficult. And I'm sure that a lot of you who have either had a consultation or have a gastric balloon placed or considering it or anything like that, I'm sure that all of you, like me, tried every diet in the land. And a million years ago, I did Weight Watchers, like back in the day. And that like whole points thing, and there were no points for vegetables. So I've kind of hearkened back to that, and I eat an obscene amount of vegetables. I make a gigantic, I call it a toot salad, because I buy this like mix. Dole makes it, I don't know, and it's got like like Brussels sprouts all shaved up. It's like, it's good. I mean, it's like a cruciferous vegetable smorgasbord. And if you eat that for any, you know, in any amount, you make sure that you're by yourself for a while, because woo! But yeah, I mean, even eating as well as I can, you know, I still have put on weight, and I have. And thank you so much, everybody, for your suggestions and your support, because that's why I'm doing this. Because I figure I'm just going to keep doing this until either I get fat again or until I figure it out. And so, yeah. So oh, sorry, that's Minnie. So yes, I have been weighing myself every day. And that was at the suggestion of somebody who wrote in. And so it fluctuates between like 142 to 146, which, you know, is fine. I mean, that's not awful. I mean, whatever. But I mean, it's like 20 pounds. Not quite, but you know what I'm saying, you know? And so it's kind of frustrating. It's like, no matter what I do, weight keeps coming back on. Now, here's the other thing. People are like, are you working out? That's why I look like a dog chewed on me. So I have been doing pure bar, B-A-R-R-E, not the B-A-R, even though I wish it was the B-A-R, because shit's hard. Anyway, so I go to bar between 3 and 4 times a week. So what I do is I wake up at the butt crack of pre-dawn. So I wake up at 5 a.m. Now, something you gotta know. I'm not a morning person. I'm just not. And getting up at 5 a.m. sucks hard. It sucks. But, you know, that is the time that I got, because the kids are still asleep and my husband's still asleep and everybody's still asleep and I still wish I was asleep. But, so I go to Pure Barre. And now the great thing about Pure Barre is, like, I got, like, guns now. It's like, brah. And, you know, I mean, I feel stronger. I feel, working out is, I would rather be eating pie, but you know, it's what I feel the best doing. I used to run. I'm old. My knees hurt. My butt hurts. My hips and my aching back, you know? So yeah, bar works for me. And, so yeah, so that's that. So that's eating. And that's workout. And okay, so here's the other thing. My biggest downfall. And I don't know if everybody else in the world does this or if it's just me. My biggest pitfall is that I eat my kids' leftovers. I don't understand what that is. It's like some sort of phantom like overtakes my body, and you know, instead of throwing away the half a sandwich or whatever, you know, I'll just have a bite of that. So it's a bite of this, a bite of that, you know, a handful of this, a handful of that ends up killing you. And it's like, how do you stop doing that? Oh, I don't know. Maybe you don't put the food in your face, like have face well eat, but there you go. And here's the other thing. So, you know, somebody, you know, and I appreciate the suggestions, you know, try the ketone diet and this diet and that diet. And, my favorite was, you know, no sugar, no carbs, no processed food and blah, blah, blah. Now here's the thing. If I could follow that diet, I wouldn't have like wanted or gone for a gastric balloon, because, I could never eat pizza again and that would be fine. I'm not a big pasta person. I'm not a pizza person. I'm not like a huge bread guy. Here's my thing. Sugar. I love sugar. I love it. I love sugar. Sugar and I have a storied romance, and I love it. I love you, sugar. So yeah, that's my thing is sugar and caffeine. If I could just get like a glucose caffeine drip, I would totally go for that. So, so I'm a big Groupon fan. And so I had seen on Groupon a thing for, they call them like lipotrophic B12 shots. And I was like, okay, you know, I'm not afraid of shots because, you know, I have like a blood clotting thing. And so throughout my pregnancies, I had to do, I counted it over my pregnancies, over 8,000 shots of either, heparin or Lovenox to the belly. So, you know, a shot, whatever. And, you know, they're like, yeah, increased energy. And let's talk about me at 5 in the morning. I look like a zombie. And although it is a Sunday and it is 9:30, but I'm done. I took the first class. So I go to this health clinic or whatever. And here is the experience. So the first time, you know, I go in, I speak to a nurse or a physician's assistant. I don't know who it was, but you know, what are your goals and blah, 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 blah. So she gives me the shot. She sends me on my way. So I come back the next week for my next B12 shot. I swear to God, this was this woman's second day maybe on the job. Clearly not a nurse. So we do like the weigh-in and, you know, whatever. And so she comes at me with this B12 shot. And I'm like, so we're talking no gloves, like she didn't wash her hands. And I'm not like OCD or anything, but I was like, damn, girl. And I said to her, I was like, hey, why don't I do that shot? And she's like, oh, okay. And she looked really relieved. So I administered my own B12 shot. And it was, you know, whatever. That's fine. So then the physician's assistant registered nurse person comes back in and she's like, yeah, you know, I see that some of your goals are to, you know, either lose or maintain and blah, blah, blah. So I have, you know, something that you might consider, and that is a prescription. And it is a, I think it was called phentermine or tenuate. And, you know, that might be something that you're interested in. So, of course, I'm Googling it, like, immediately. And it's speed. And I'm like, oh, well, this is a soft pass for now. Because I don't know if I need speed. Although, I'm a mother of 3 who's waking up at 5 a.m. to hike my ass to bar. I could use a little speed. Like, if I could smoke meth with no repercussion, I think I would do that because I'm exhausted in the morning. I need coffee right now. Like, it's pumpkin spice season. And there's another, that's my other thing. That's my treat. Venti iced Americano. 3 pumps of pumpkin spice sauce. That'll get you through your day. Anyway, this is like constantly 13 minutes of nothing helpful. But I'm just, I don't know. This is like my video diary anymore because I'm like trying to figure this shit out. It's hard. I know I have bad habits. My habits are not great. That's how I ended up at 191 pounds in the first place, I'm sure. Eating off my kids' plates. Sugar. Coffee. Starbucks is my nemesis and my best friend. We're frenemies for life. Bitch, I love you, Starbucks. I love you. So anyway, more suggestions. Thank you for liking what I'm saying and not being mean to me. So again, thank you so much. And I'm going to crawl home, take a shower, go to church, and get on with my life because, yeah. And I'm probably going to drive through Starbucks. I love you. Okay. Hope everybody's having, and for everybody in Florida, my mother-in-law included, be safe. Please leave. Come to my house. Mother-in-law, leave Florida. I love you. Get out of Tampa. Okay, that's that. Okay, everybody, be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.